Good morning. Let me find us somewhere. Where are we? There we are. Creative hand lettering and doodling with Lindsay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we here? We are. And barely a shadow. Someday I'll get the right lighting and the right chair and the right socks and the right heater. But it won't happen anytime soon, so don't get too excited. How's everybody doing today? It is Monday, I believe, December 29th. That means we have 2 days until New Year's Eve. Does anybody do anything for New Year's Eve? Not this girl. All right, I'm going to just get started on shameless plugs because I have a lot to talk about today and I want to get our page done. It's shameless plug time. Here is everything about me. Not really everything about me, but everything that I have to offer to you guys is here on this website, creatorofcuteness.com. So that's where you can find books and collage elements and classes and burnishing sticks and watercolors. There's so much fun on the website. All the classes that I'm going to talk about here in a minute will be on the website, whether they're there right now or they're coming, but that's what's on the website. So somebody asked me the other day, what's the difference between the junk journal class that we're doing and then these classes that I talk about every morning? The junk journal class that we're doing is a free class. We do it here at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the morning during the weekdays. And then the rest of the classes that I talk about, that's how I make my living. Not that I really make much of a living anymore, but it's how I pay for my pens and my paper and my art supplies and my stuff so I can teach you guys. We'll put it that way. Because the living comes from Social Security, which isn't very much, I must say. I should have picked a bigger career than a store owner and an artist when I was growing up. Anyway, what's coming first is the Valentine card makers class, which gives you card making ideas for Valentine's. And this month, excuse me, this month you're going to get 2 pages of artwork because it's Valentine's Day and you need 2 pieces of artwork. You need lots of cutie stuff. So here's some bears and bunnies and hearts and girls and cats and boys and more hearts and words and stuff to make Valentines with. And then these are more like little kid Valentines, and you can write in them whatever you want. I was going to write in them, and then I think I'm going to scan these so you'll have one with words and one without words. I don't know yet. But anyway, that's where you'll get recorded classes from me on how to make some simple Valentine cards using this artwork. I don't do anything fancy, like I may try to do a pop-up this time, but I don't do fancy like cards that flip and fold and crazy and wild. I just do simple cards. So basically for $7, you're getting these 2 pages of artwork and then a couple of recorded videos on making some cards with this artwork. Okay? Alright. Alright. Then next is the empty page class. The dogs are here doing their morning thing. The next is the empty page class, which is a doodle journal workshop. It's a 6-month workshop with me. And what you'll get in the class is not only traceable art from me every month so that you can trace your designs into your journal and create something just like me, but then you'll get a lesson on how to deal with an empty page and what to put on it when you're really bored and have no ideas, and something simple and something fun. Hey, Woody, calm down. Oh, gee whiz. And then we're going to talk about different things to do in a journal, like lettering, quotes, stencils, mixed media, stuff like that. So some months you may have one class. Some months you may have 3 classes. Some months you may have 2 classes. Some months I could turn the camera on every single day that I'm working in my journal. You never know, right? That's the idea with this class. But for sure, you will get one lesson with traceable art and then a page buster, I guess I could call it, where we're going to work on how to start a page. And it's kind of like this stuff. This is going to be one of them 1 month. This is going to be one of them 1 month. This will be 1 month. Circles. Pebbles. Girls. I mean, there's going to be lots of different things. We're using mainly watercolor and pen. We will use colored pencils sometimes, but not always. We will do some with collage elements. You know, it's just going to be a fun class where you get to learn how to play in a journal. This is a secondary journal that I have going at this time that has lines in it. It's more of a ledger. Who's barking and why? Bugsy, is that you? Stop. This has got lines in it. It's a ledger journal that my husband bought me. So we're not really using this one. You can use whatever you have. But it needs to be basically white paper. You don't want it to be colored paper because it would be really hard to get the letters and the colors on there with colored background paper. So that's the empty page class. It is coming up on January 17th. And believe it or not, I have our first lesson all plotted out for us. So you're going to get 3 months worth for your $40. So January, March, and May, every other month. And then if you want and you liked it, then you can sign up for the other 3. Okay? So that is the empty page class. The next one that is coming is, oh, I goofed. The next one that is coming is the So Much Cuteness class. And that's where we're going to sew. We're going to use our sewing machine as well as our hands to hand stitch stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys. My husband and I have done nothing for the last 3 days. So we had Christmas, right? And then we had the 26th, 27th, and 28th. I don't want to make anybody jealous, but all we did was sit in a chair in front of the fire or lay in bed and watch TV. I'm going to be honest with you. Watching TV in bed for 3 days was fun, but I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to be done. But I found so many good ideas for this class that I am going to be changing it a little bit. So it's called So Much Cuteness, and this is where we're going to stitch with a sewing machine if you have one. If you don't have one, try to borrow one. But if you can't, whatever, then you're going to hand stitch. We're going to make bits and bobs of fodder. We're going to stitch some cute projects like journal covers, journal pouches, snippets, ruffles, buttons, stitched papers, and more. So many different little projects. This is supposed to start February 21st, but you're going to get an extra class because I have a heart project I really want to do, and I have to do it before Valentine's Day. That's the first session, February, April. What's happening here? Did it come back? And buffering. Oh, it came back. I'm sorry, I couldn't see my camera. You are going to get an extra class here before Valentine's Day because I really want to do a heart project. So you get 3 months for $40, just like the empty page class. You're going to get February, April, and June. And then if you like it, The second session is going to be August, October, and December. And you could sign up for the second one. But for sure, we'll be meeting before February 21st because of the heart project I want to do. I just found it yesterday, and oh my God, it's so simple and so cute. Okay. Then we have Journal Play Day. Let's talk about that. Journal Play Day is where we make a simple journal each month. You get 1 to 3 pieces of artwork from me each month. And then you have an additional recorded class creating a page or two each month. Oh boy. I got out of breath there for a second. Hi, Carmen. Carmen says, my hubby just brought me a mug of hot cocoa. Well, thank you, Mr. Castor. Where's ours? Denise says, I'm with you. All this sitting and laying around is driving me nuts. Yeah, I got a big day planned today, Denise. I'm going to the pharmacy and to the post office. Ooh, I bet you're jealous. So exciting. So we met this last week on Saturday for our January Journal Play Day on the 27th. But that doesn't mean you can't join. I had a lot of people join afterwards because you can watch the recorded video. And sometimes that's easier anyway to watch the recorded video because you can start and stop and start and stop the video, to create your book. We have 2 more after that. We have our February book that we will make in January, and we have our March book that we will make in February. And when I say all I did was lay around and do nothing, that's not me. I can't do nothing. That's my husband. He sits around and scrolls on his phone, and I'm jealous because that is not anything that my brain will let me do. So this is what I did. Well, I did this one ahead of time. This one was already done. This is artwork for our February Journal Play Day. But then I did this one because I loved the candy stripe paper that we had in December. I did one that matches this one. Look how pretty. Well, the light is bad again. There we go. And then I did this one. So you have a background paper, a background paper, and a background paper. You have no collage elements this month. But we will be creating our own collage elements in our pre-recorded class. You're going to make your own because it's Valentine's Day and you can. Right? Don't you love that? So you get this one in black and white and in color. You get this one only in black and white. You get this one only in color. And you get this one only in color. So that is for February, right? Love, love, love those. And I have artwork that is coming for those of you guys. I'm not really going to share it, but I'll show you really quick. Those of you guys in Journal Play Day, that's artwork that's coming for your pre-recorded class. And, oh, I wanted to share these. So I finished my December journal. This is the kind of thing that we do in Journal Play Day. This was a flip-flap journal, so there's lots of flaps and flips. And more flips. And pockets. So that's what we created in December. And then I have Debbie's heart on the front. Debbie Boring. Look at your not so boring heart. So pretty, right? That's on my cover. It's like perfect. It couldn't have been any more perfect for my cover. Then this is what we did on Saturday. I have gone to a shorter, more manageable and happy journal for me. I'll show you the interior. We did a cover band, which is what I call this thing, a cover band. Or at least today I call it a cover band. You never know. It could be called something else next. But that's the cover band. That's the cover. This is all artwork that you got. This was artwork you got. This was artwork you got. And then I have breathe and 2026. My word for the month is resilience. I mean, my word for the year is resilience. Not the word breathe, but that was in our artwork, so I used it. I have this, make it happen, on vellum, tracing paper. This is a little tuck spot, which is going to get a page that tucks into there. This is for our artwork that will be part of the pre-recorded class. This was artwork that was provided, Grow, Inspire, and Believe. I'm obsessed with lately, Carmelita. It says, once you lose that sense of wonder at being alive, you're pretty much on the way out. Which I love that quote. And then we have another pocket here with a page that pulls out. And then I haven't really done anything in the other signatures. Oh, I did that one. This one is also a tuck spot for something small like that. I love that one. And then I have just some plain pages ready to go. Plain, 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 plain. And my family. Do you want to meet them? Well, this is not a family member, but I think he's staying. Chris, Bailey, Curtis, Nora Beth, Atticus, Riley, and Savory. And everybody's smiling. Can you see that? They're all happy. I love them so much. And then we made a tassel. Denise says, I might change my word from curious to resilience. Yeah, that might be better for you with everything going on in your life. That's why I chose it. But I never keep that word. I always pick a new one every month or something. Carmen says, if you stay curious, Denise, you will be resilient. That's pretty good. All right, so now we are here, right here, with the Grinch. Oh, I forgot to cut a piece of paper. I'll cut this one, I guess. And I've been singing the Grinch song for a few days now, and I am fairly stuck on one line. So that's what we're using in, I think, in our book. But now I want to draw Cindy Lou Who, so now I'm not quite sure. So I got to see if, does Cindy Lou Who have a good quote? She does, right. Cindy Lou Who quote. Huh. Cindy Lou Who quote from the book, not the movie. Not the crazy movie. Santa Claus, why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? No, I don't want to use that. And I could write Bahu Bore, Bahu Bore, Christmas time. Dieta says, have you seen the new trend of not smiling in pictures? Young people think it's cute. No, I don't like any of the trends they do. All right. So this is going to get painted green. That's the first one. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. Oh, I didn't get any new water. Oh, I have black water. That's a very Grinchy color, right? Oh. I'm just painting a background. It's not very exciting to watch. And I don't think it's coming out very good on camera because it's that bright, crazy Grinch green. Did you guys see Celine Dion dressed up as the Grinch and singing? I don't know if she was singing. I can't remember, but she did a great job dressing up as the Grinch. All right. Gonna leave it like that, and we're gonna splatter it. You really are a heel. Now we're gonna let that run. The splatter didn't work very good on this bright green. So, what's new with you guys? I got nothing. We've been watching a Kevin Bacon... Whoa, we watched the Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick movie, which was really good on Netflix. I've been waiting for that because I love Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick. There's two people that got me through the pandemic. Or two... Not people, but two videos, I guess I should say, got me through COVID, was Mary Chapin Carpenter, if you know who she is. And then the second one was Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick singing to their goats. I watched their videos every day. Kevin Bacon singing to goats. And now I still watch them, and I can't stop. So I'm kind of a Kevin Bacon addict. And I love Kira Sedgwick. I think I need to bring my camera up. So we watched that, and then I searched other Kevin Bacon movies. Or shows or whatever. And I found this one called The Following. And it is, well, the first season, half of it was good. And then half of it got stupid. But we're addicted now, and so we're watching season 2, and it's really, really bad. But I'm watching it anyway. So that's what we kind of did. We just sat and watched TV, and I drew, and my husband played on his phone. It was pretty fun. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And we didn't really leave except to take the dogs for walks. And that is all we did. Oh, that's pretty. Jeez, you guys. You should hear the sounds the dogs are making quietly now. It's kind of crazy. And we have to buy toilet paper. So that means we're probably going to Costco. Do you see what an exciting life I lead? I mean, really. Oh, maybe I'll watch The Closure. Because this Kevin Bacon movie is really, or show is really not so good anymore. Claudia said, a friend of mine is a chef down in LA, and she served Kevin Bacon Brussels sprouts on December 22nd. He's a healthy eater. Yeah, because they grow all their own food and stuff out in the middle of nowhere in Southern California. Palma says, we're going to Costco today too. Well, it might just be a Meet Palma at Costco run then. I don't know. We haven't decided if we're going. That's the only thing we need. So we may leave the house. We're kind of becoming recluses. Recluses. I don't know. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. Your heart is full of something. You're as grumpy as an eel, Mr. Grinch. I don't know. I didn't say I learned all the words. I just said I was listening to the song. Denise says she loves hearing the dogs. They're having a lot of fun, although they did leave. All right, so this is going to go here. Denise says, go for me too, ladies. Charlene says, I'm going to Costco for toilet paper too. Don't we all have such exciting lives? Wish I had cut it a little bit higher, but that's okay. River? Are you hiding from him? She's under my sewing machine. Oh, if I do go to Costco today, I'm going to use the money I got for Christmas, which was nothing. Don't you love when kids say that? Kids will say, oh, I'm going to use my gift cards that I got for Christmas, or I'm going to use the money I got for Christmas and buy something. I didn't get any money or gift cards, so anyway, I'm taking my sewing machine in to be fixed before the empty page class starts. To the one and only sewing machine store in our area, Howells. I want to lay this flat so I can burnish it. Okay, Woody, she's right there. Go get her. Quit barking at her. All right, there's the base of my Grinch page. Word on the street is that Costco teepee is Cottonelle. Cottonelle. All I know is the one I buy, whatever it is unscented and unperfumed, unscented, and no dye. And it's great for UTIs. There you have it. A little doctoring from Lindsay. Okay, so that's all the page is going to have. Now we're going to make Cindy Lou Who. And she's going to be this big. This big here. She can be that big. All right, you go over here. I don't need all this. So I will cut it down. Linda says, my best friend's daughter, who is also like a daughter to me, she calls me mom, is an actress. She played a part in a movie that was selected to play at the Sundance Film Festival. And she gets to go. Wow. Out of 4,000 movies it was selected. She has not seen it, so she's not sure if they will use her scenes. It's called Josephine, in case it makes it. Sounds like is it a Western? Because I love Westerns. And wait, somebody else said something. Lisa said, that is Grinch Green. Yeah, it is. Denise said, with all my drama, I missed the Grinch shows. He is my boyfriend, you know. What? Palma's giving me her market list. That's how boring we are, you guys. Palma says, we need gas, dog food, almond milk, dates, and TurboTax. That's so funny. All right, Cindy Lou Who. I have to decide between the Cindy Lou Who from the TV show or the Cindy Lou Who from the movie. I kind of love the outfit from the movie, but I don't love the movie. I also love the hair from the movie. I don't know. I think I might go... I don't know, you guys. Which Cindy Lou Who should I do? I kind of love the girl from the movie. Huh. Well, I think I'm going with the one from the movie. Jules says, I need a new wall calendar. Oh man, you're really old if you still use a wall calendar. My kids would give me so much crap for that. You don't need a wall calendar, Mom. You know you have your phone. Let's see her hair. She has curls here that are like curls piled up on top of each other. And then she has a top knot that goes like that. And then she has a bow here and fluffy stuff up there. Can you see that? And then she has two bows on the side here. And then she has braids that go like this. With me? Linda says, not a Western. Hi, Judith. Judith says, I sent my Georgia daughter Grinch earrings for Christmas. She loved them, and she loves him. Lisa says, I still like wall calendars. Carol says, oh my God, I love my phone calendar and wall calendar and a personal size calendar. All right. Let's see if I did that right. Her head is much pointier. Taylor Momsen. Okay. We're going, that's way too pointy. That's better. Gietta said, I just ordered the new Lang calendar. Those are the only good calendars. That and the Ansel Adams calendar. Okay, so then she has a neck, really? And then she has a collar here. That's like a little Peter Pan collar. And then she gets a cape with a big fur collar that goes up to here, like that. And then she gets the rest of the cape. And she has big pom-poms here that come down off her cape that look like that. And then she has a checkered dress. That's why I really wanted to do her, for her checkered dress. And her arms come out of her cape. Let's see. Let me look at the picture from the movie. She has a ruffle on her dress. I'm going to wait on the arms. And then she's getting legs. And she has those big cloggy kind of shoes that kind of go like that. Like that. Carmen says, I love how many younger people, younger than Lindsay's kids, are going back to analog. Are they? Is that a thing? And then she's just going to get that Cindy Lou Who smile, which is just going to be a sunshine girl. And big rosy cheeks. Okay, ready? Have I ever told you guys that when I was traveling the world scrapbooking for a living, that we got to go to wherever Lang is. I forget what the town is in Wisconsin. Delafield? Deerfield? Delane? I don't know. Somewhere in Wisconsin. And we were there. Let's see if I can fix the light now that way. There we go. We were there during a sale that Lang had. They do a sale once a year, and things were like, I don't know, I can't remember, but I'll say 25 cents. Things were so cheap. And so I still had my store at that point. So I just shipped boxes full of stuff back to my store, and it was a year of Lang stuff that I was able to buy so cheap and sell at regular price because no, I don't think I charged regular price, but I did charge a little bit more than 25 cents. I don't know if there's a bow up top here, but I can't see the top of her head in the picture that I have. So we're going to go with the fact that there is a bow. What did Carmen say? I have heard that film cameras are back. Yes, my husband just found a roll of film, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I said no, but my son will. This girl just is way more interesting than the girl that Dr. Seuss drew. I'm sorry, Dr. Seuss. I would have drawn the regular Cindy Lou Who because I do love the book better than the movie. I'm not a Jim Carrey person, but I just love this girl's outfit. Then I'm going to put more bows here. More curls. And then her head. I'm going to add some ears in, which I normally don't do. But it seems like she kind of needs them with this hairstyle. And I'm not going to draw in her cheeks, but I am going to put her eyeballs in and her teeny tiny nose. Carmen says, after watching a young YouTuber about 6 months ago, I pulled out my camera and have been using it again rather than my phone. Oh, I'm sure it takes better pictures. Well, that's not true, because I'm sure there are phones that take really good pictures. My son has a fancy phone as a photographer, and some of the pictures that he takes at weddings with his phone are way better than with his camera. And you know that, like, when you get married or whatever, the photographer that my daughter had for her wedding charged extra for film photos because film is so expensive. It's true. You guys drawing Cindy Lou Who? Her arms just come out of her cape, which is kind of weird. But, and I'm not giving her any fingers because why? Because why? If you haven't talked about it, oh, no, I forgot. Let's do that, Laura. Let's take a quick Cindy Lou break. We start. Oh, hang on. We start on January 1st. We start the junk journal And if you haven't bought a book already, this is the kind of thing that you want. So I just went to the thrift store and I looked for a size that I wanted. They charge 50 cents at my thrift store because, you know, people give away a lot of books after they read them. This one was called A Three Dog Life. And I didn't really look at the cover. I just wanted this about this size. So then I pulled the cover off and I was super happy with the fact that it didn't have a lot to it. But I can cover it, you know. I think I'm going to use fabric this year. I don't really know yet. But this is what we did last time. That's our junk journal. See how thick and beautiful it is? There's a pom-pom in here. I mean, it was just fun to do. So what can I tell you about the junk journal January that you don't already know? The files for it, the prompts for it are in the files section, and you can find those here on this page if you want the prompts ahead of time. We start the first, and we're going to create our journal part first, and then we'll start the actual pages next week. Well, we may do one or something this week. I don't know. Does that make sense? Who asked that question? Jennifer, this is a 03. And Laura, did I answer your question? My book is approximately, hold on, I don't even know. It doesn't have to be my size. It can be bigger, it can be smaller. Do what works for you. Mine is 5 by 7.5. But go to the thrift store or to the library or somewhere cheap. Don't spend more than $1, really. And buy a book that works for you, you know? Don't spend more than $1. So, Laura, that answered your questions? The best thing you can do is go to the files section and look at all the information that I put up there with the prompts. And then maybe that'll help. I don't know. Does she have fancy tights? No. She has... Oh, but she does have bobby socks. Do you remember that word, bobby sock? I should have told my kids I wanted bobby socks and see what they said. Don't do anything ahead of time, Laura. Just get the book. Trust me. Don't get ahead of the game. All right, we're going to erase her. And then paint her. And then cut her out. And write our quote. This is going to go a little bit longer today. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Good. Glad I explained that well. I've had so many people really confused that have signed up for the empty page class thinking that it is the class for junk journals, and people who have signed up for the journal playday class thinking that's the class. I'm like, no, it's a free class right here. I'm going to go outside the lines. I'm like, no. Don't pay for it. I mean, you can still take those classes, but, you know. Oh, mine is, who said that? Cindy? I have the junkiest local thrift store ever. But they have a lot of used books. It doesn't have to be a fancy used book, just an old book. And the older the better, as long as the pages aren't falling apart. You know how you get some really old books that they're just crunchy pages that are so old that they are crumbling? You don't want that. So mine's kind of a new book. But a lot of thrift stores sell old books for 50 cents. Most Goodwills do. We have Goodwills here. Do you have a Goodwill near you? You don't need a good thrift store. You need a crappy old thrift store, really. Not an antique one, but a thrift store. Not a fancy antique store. Not a vintage store. Oh, I got red in her arms. Oh well. What color is this? I don't recall. Green. We don't need that. We just need black and brown. Lisa said I went through my old classroom books. Oh, I bet those were amazing. Painting her shoes. I'm going to add a little brown into the black so they look cobbly. Hobbly-cobbly. I'm cutting all that out, so it doesn't matter that I'm going way outside the lines. Oh, I can bring the camera down again. I'm sorry. Her hair is kind of spun gold color. Don't spend a lot of money, please. Don't spend any money. A couple of people said they were going to use like a spiral bound book, like a, one that was sitting around their house from when their kids were in school. Use that. Think junk. The more important thing is to walk around your place of where you live and get a bunch of junk in a little bin or a basket or a bowl or something. Just start picking up buttons and little bits of ribbons and old tags and junk and stuff that you can use in your book, Donna said, I know, but I meant to start tearing out, covering the book, etc. You can do that if you want. It's your life. Do what floats your boat. I'm going to do all that on camera on the 1st. If you're not going to be here on the 1st because of a hangover or something, then yeah, start your book ahead of time. Yeah, the dollar store does have really cheap books. Carmen says, I'm using some small baby books made out of hard pages. You know the board books? That's what Carmen's using. Those kids' board books, if you want to use those, you could use those. Really, truly, whatever works for you. I go around the outside here so it's not pure white. Don't stress. It's junk. The word junk is in there because we're not really going to stress over anything that we're doing, I don't know what color her bows are, so we're going to make them red. What do you think the line is that I'm going to use from the Grinch song? Anybody have any guesses? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And these are red. And her collar is red. And the rest is white. And then her dress is black and white check, and I can't wait to do it. Get me a little brush. Find me a fine, catch me a brush. Matchmaker, matchmaker, get me a brush. Okay, ready? We're going with horizontal lines first, and then the vertical lines, and it will become a checkerboard. I promise you. Matchmaker, matchmaker, get me a brush. Now I want to watch Fiddler on the Roof. Oh, all of my paints fell out yesterday. Where's all my blacks? Oh no, the blacks are in with the blues somewhere. I don't even know which ones are black. Oh dear goodness, is this black or is this purple? That's black. That's why there wasn't room for the blues. You gotta come out of here. Black. Ugh. Nope, I'm not using that line, Linda, but that's a good one. It's from the song. I'm using lyrics from the song because I haven't been able to stop singing it. And I'll just walk around the house saying the lyrics. My husband's like, do you think you could sing something else? All right, I think I've got dark enough black going that way. Now we're going to go this way. Oh, whoops, you can't even see me. There we go. Sorry. She looks kind of like she's in jail. She won't for long. Much easier using watercolor than it would be using a pen to do all this. In the empty page class, we're going to talk about watercolor and appropriate ways to use it. I really don't feel like I'm a good watercolor teacher because I'm pretty self-taught, and I don't even know as much about watercolor as my friend Carmen, but I will be able to tell you what I've done myself, and it's worked, you know. Oh man, is she cute. Where's my pinks? Well, I guess I'll use this color, except I have black in my brush. Yes, it's swatch time, Denise. Today will be swatch day. Okay. Although, I think her cape needs to be polka dotted, but otherwise, I think she's pretty good. Carmen says, I am not trained in watercolor. I am an intuitive artist. I do what I feel. I do what I feel like my art needs or wants. I just play. I don't take it seriously. Yeah, but you know more about what works with what and why, I think. Don't you? I mean, maybe I gave you too much credit. Carmen, did I give you too much credit? And we're going to put white dots on the bows up here. I go to Carmen when I have questions about watercolors and fountain pens and what works with what, why, where, how, and when. Okay, she's done. Let's cut her out. Well, wait, let's blow dry her first. No, I know you're not trained, but you have done more research than me. Let's put it that way. And it's the truth. So, blah. So there. So blah. Take the compliment and run with it. Okay. Cutting out Cindy Lou Who. You're a mean one. Let's bring the camera up because Getting lost there. I wouldn't touch him with a 29.5-foot pole. Those are my favorite lines, is in there. I don't know all the words, but I do know the one that I'm using. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. That's not what I'm using either, but that's a cute line. That would have been my second choice. Now I kind of want to use that one. So like Carmen, we got a toaster oven and I just plugged it in and started using it. And it has an air fryer basket in it. So I just put in our leftover cream cheesy ragoons from Christmas Day dinner, and I burn them. So then I had to start researching by reading the instructions. So that's what I mean. You definitely research better than me. I'm not a good I am good when I want to be, but I go fast. I'd rather learn on the job, you know. For those of you that doubted the fact that I had painted outside the lines, au contraire, because now the lines are gone. Donna says, to kindness and love, two things we need most. Wow. Maybe that one. Maybe I don't want to use the line I was going to use because I have Cindy Lou Who. Maybe I need to use that Christmas is something that can't come from a store. Maybe Christmas is just a little bit more. I was going to use, I'll tell you, stink, stank, stunk. That was the idea to begin with, but then I wanted to draw Cindy Lou Who. I didn't want to draw the Grinch. I am impatient and I don't read. Okay, well, I have to fix all of those and those. Great. I can tell you what, though. This is pretty stinking cute. Am I right? I may be impatient and I may go fast, but I did draw a cute Cindy Lou Who. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. So many people are obsessed with the Grinch. Like there's onesies and sleeping bags and so much stuff with him on it. And those of you guys who are obsessed with the Grinch, are you obsessed with him from the book or the Jim Carrey character or the story, or what's the deal? Donna is coming up with some great ones. Donna says, today you are you. That's truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Is that from the Grinch or just Dr. Seuss in general? Because that's a great quote. Donna, don't leave me hanging. Well, she did come out pretty cute. Burnish. Burnish. Ah, honey, honey. You are my burnishing tool, and you got me wanting you. Da, da, da. Burnish. Stay. I don't know why it's not staying right there. Everything else is burnished. Jewel says, I love the story and the original movie. Me too. All right, let's go back because I think I want to use... Terry says, no matter how different a who may appear, he will always be welcomed with holiday cheer. That's a good one. They're all so good. Carlene says, in a world full of Grinches, be Cindy Lou Who. I think I'm going with the first one. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. All right, let's get the light right here. Oh, much better. I can even see the hair on the page. I'm using a number 12 micron. Maybe Christmas she's so cute. Wouldn't you love to have that cape? And those shoes. She's pretty cute. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. See how cute this lettering is with just simple lettering, but it's on a cute painted background and it's easy to read. Maybe Christmas, perhaps. You don't have to do fancy lettering sometimes. Perhaps. Maybe Christmas, comma, perhaps, means a little bit more. I love writing little in typewriter lettering, the full word. It's just so cute. Who said this? Was it a who? Wasn't the Grinch. Oh, it was the narrator, right? I'm giving Cindy Lou a black heart. Because a red heart isn't going to work there. All right. I think I want to fill that in. And then I think I'm done. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. perhaps Christmas means a little bit more. It's a perfect one for this year, right? It's a perfect one for every year. Tell that to children who are waiting to wake up in the morning and run downstairs and see a brand new bike. Or whatever. Okay. Maybe I should have done this in green. No, the red's kind of cute here. With the green. Even though it's kind of darkened up because of it's going on top of the green. It's okay. I have to press really hard to get it to cover this green. It's cute. What did the pups get for Christmas? A $5 can of dog food. That's what they got. And they got Santa hats that my husband bought them that they wore for 5 minutes. And they got, somebody gave them a stick. Oh, pig's ears. They got pig's ears. Do you know pig's ears? And that Bugsy was fighting over them last night. She wants them both. She's such a little piggy. She doesn't want him to have any. He doesn't like the sticks really, or the pig's ears, but he was enjoying them a little bit. All right. So let's fold this like this. There you go. Oh, hold on. Looking at it, I know I need dots now inside these letters. I got really quiet. I'm sorry. I don't have much to say right at the moment. All right. I'm going to go up and have cereal. Going to start on classes because I got to get those finished. Feeling a little overwhelmed with how many classes I decided to do. But I think it'll all work out. That barely shows up, but it's really cute. Wish you could see it. Did you color her cheeks? Yes, I did. I gave them like a really light pink color. All right, so there she is in all her Cindy Lou Who-ness. She is very Cindy Lou Who. And it says what we just read. Maybe Christmas. Christ. Oh, I thought I spelled it wrong. Doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. There we have it. And there's Cindy Lou. And I'm glad I did this one. They're both cute. I mean, I could have done either one, but she's pretty cute. All right, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow when our prompt is haul out the holly. Oh boy. Not sure about that one at all. But we'll come up with whatever. We'll make it work. Okay, have a great day, you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye.